Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 16th episode of the final season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it's available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speak about links in the description. We are running our most liked to dislike characters of season 6, as well as the most liked character from the whole entire franchise. 3 votes were allowed. All of them will be aggregated, and yours and mine will be shown in the final episode, which is tomorrow. Oh my god, mate. I thought it was 18 episodes in this season, but here on Disney Plus, it's obviously 17. I've obviously interpreted how many we've got, which is sad, mate. I'm really upset that this is the second to last ever episode that I'm ever going to actually watch, which obviously leads on to the other vote that we got in the description, which is on the next show, which looks like it's definitely 100% going to be Prison Break if we take it from right now. It's clearly dominating, and yeah, if you're excited for that, then stick around because it is going to be on the Patreon every day and YouTube 5 days a week. So just referencing the Patreon, you know, if you don't want to resubscribe because obviously it's a new show that you don't want to watch, no dramas. Still, thanks for all the love on this show. So last episode, it was all about the Man in Black and Jacob and how they actually, you know, happen to be on the island, why they're there, you know, how they got into the positions where they are, where they're kind of against each other, you know, one having one power, one having the other. It was fully explained to us, and I'm expecting today's episode to be the aftermath of the Jin and Sun death, to be honest, and Saeed's. We didn't have that referenced in the last episode, which I thought was decent, if I'm being honest. I actually really did like it. We didn't have any of the main cast. We just had the side story of basically explaining everything about the island, how people are drawn there, why the Man in Black wants to escape, how he got his position of being the Black Mist, you know what I mean, how Jacob become the defender of the island. All that was definitely explained last episode, so now we don't have to ask and obviously complain about it if it didn't get answered, you know, when we go into tomorrow's episode. So that was really interesting, and now I can't wait to see obviously how Jack and Cole react to the deaths of the friends, how they're going to go after Locke, who's going to win Widmore, is it going to be the Man in Black? There's still loads of stuff to wrap up, and there's only today and tomorrow left, so I'm really excited for it, and hopefully you guys are too. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into the second to last ever episode of Lost. Oh, we had this on the plane at the start of the season.
Morning.
Morning.
I made breakfast.
Opening a box of cereal is not making breakfast.
So you're coming to the concert tonight, right?
Is your mom coming too?
You're not gonna get all weird, are you?
Why would I get weird?
Just don't get weird.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, he kicks like crazy at night. So.
This is Oceanic Airlines calling to inform you that we've located your missing cargo.
We at Oceanic are very sorry it's taken so long.
Oh, it's Desmond. What's Desmond's plan? You know, he's fully involved, isn't he, in this parallel?
It's the best I could do. And it's gonna hurt a bit. The bullet went straight through, but if I don't do this, it's gonna get infected.
They had a little girl, you know. Jin hadn't even met her yet. Locke did this to them. We had to kill him, Jack.
I know. Before Saeed died, he said that Desmond was in a well. If Locke wants Desmond dead, then we're gonna need him.
Hey! Don't you dare! It's him, the guy who hit Mr. Locke!
Yo, look at this.
I am here to help him let go. Who are you?
Oh, he's remembering himself now. You'd just be full on confused if you was Ben, wouldn't you? You literally wouldn't have a clue what's going on.
How much explosive you have access to, Ben?
More than enough to destroy the plane 10 times over and keep it from ever leaving this island.
Oh, you can send stuff.
I don't think that...
What is it? It's Alex. After you left, I buried her.
Thank you, Richard.
I was going to say, that was good of him, really.
What's that? A secret room?
It's where I was told I could summon the monster. Richard, it's your idea. Are we looking to cripple the plane or blow it to hell? Blow it to hell.
Mate, you only need to take out the wheels, it will never get off.
Don't move. Show me your hands.
Calm down.
Okay.
It's okay.
Zoe.
Put the gun down, Benjamin. Go to the dock, take our equipment from the outrigger, and then sink it.
You used to always kind of be like Ben versus Widmore, but now it's obviously Widmore versus Locke.
What are you doing here, Richard?
We're getting explosives to destroy the plane on the other island. How did you get back here, Charles?
Jacob invited me.
That's a lie. You've never even seen Jacob.
I most certainly have.
Have you seen you?
No, I don't think so. Our boat is still there. I didn't have time to...
Run. Get back here as fast as you can. If you don't want to die, we need to hide.
You would just go in the safe room, would you not? Surely Locke don't know how to open it. Do you know, with these stories here, like, when you listen to the Widmore one, you kind of figure out, I'm still trying to figure out whether he's good or bad. You know what I mean? Like, technically, if you look at this, he's not really... Alright, since he come on the island, he did shoot the missiles. And, you know, I'm assuming that quite a few innocent people died within the Locke's group. I mean, are we supposed to believe everybody died in that Locke group? Because at first, there was a few of them, wasn't there, together when they left the temple. And then I think after that attack, I don't think... really we've seen any of them, just Jack and maybe Saeed, and I don't even know if there was a Claire, maybe some other survivors, but we haven't really seen. It seems like a lone wolf now, do you know what I mean, like back on his own. But I'm gonna say, like, apart from that, which obviously is a bad thing because he's killed a few people, he's actually not been too bad being on the island. Now, he's always been annoying to me personally. I think he's always really annoying as well, but he's been kind of selected and brought back. You know what I mean? He was kind of ruling at one time before, wasn't he? Before Ben knocked him or, like, kicked him off the island as well. So it is actually really interesting with those.
I heard there was an incident in the parking lot.
Guess I got into a fight.
With who?
I saw the man that ran you down, Mr. Locke. He told me that he was trying to get you to let go. And for some reason, I believed him.
I'd like to see a detective, please. There was a hit and run a few days ago at Washington Tustin High School. And then this morning, one of the teachers there was beaten badly. I'm the suspect.
What's his end goal? I've not figured it out. Someone else in this cell.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
And how are you doing today?
Terrific.
You said he couldn't kill us. I've been wrong before.
I killed him, didn't I?
Well, I don't know. I think it would have done that on its own anyway.
Killed him.
I mean, that's a heavy burden for him to obviously carry if he thinks that it's his fault. He did accelerate the time, but they wouldn't have got up in time anyway. It would have blown up.
Boy.
Give me the ashes you took from Alana's things after she died. I know they're in your pocket.
Why?
Because they're mine.
Hey! My ashes are right there in that fire. Burns out, you'll never see me again.
You should get your friends. We're very close to the end, Hugo.
Rose, let's go.
There's no time. Linus has a hidden room. Come on.
I'm not interested in hiding. He's gonna find me sooner or later anyway. I'd rather have it over with.
These are both great plans, but I'm gonna go with surviving.
I need you.
He's gonna kill you. You know that.
Then I guess this is goodbye.
I know this man. All he wants is for me to join him. And if I can get him to leave with me, maybe that'll give the rest of you a chance.
Just the man I was looking for.
Well, you found me.
I need you to kill some people for me, Ben.
Why would I do that?
Because once I leave this island, you can have it all to yourself. Whose outrigger is that down at the dock?
I believe it's Charles Wedmore's.
Do you know where I might find him?
Hiding in my closet.
At least he told him the truth. To be honest though, you think about it, even if he doesn't like Locke and he doesn't like Widmore, if you think about the beef that they kind of had in the past, why has he got to, I don't know, put himself potentially at risk when he doesn't like Widmore at all? You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the story, Widmore is a key factor in the reason why his kid's dead. Now, yes, he could have done things differently at the time, but the people were sent there from Widmore, and Kimi was the one that gunned her down. And obviously, he's tried to shoot Penny, but he didn't. He shot Desmond, the other fight. But if you look at it, you know, I would rather save my own ass and throw him under the bus, considering the actions that he's done against me in, obviously, my life, than, you know, try and lie for him. You know, realistically, I'm not too sure why Widmore fully wants to be on the island yet. I know he's here doing things, but, like, Ben's probably thinking the same, like, how did you get back? Why? You know, he said Jacob told him to, but in terms of context of Ben, doesn't want him there. Ben wants to be on the island. He's been able to get off many times, Ben. And, you know, I feel like if he could, without all the drama, he would love to stay and just get rid of Widmore altogether. So, I mean, to me, it makes sense telling Locke the truth, to be honest. But it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, how they react now, because there is a tunnel in there. You know, there is. We've seen him get in there before, haven't we? So maybe they've already got off in that.
Oh my God, what happened?
I found myself confronting someone that had a bit of a temper.
What? My mom's waiting for me over there. Let us give you a ride home.
Oh, no, I'm not going to be any trouble to you.
Dr. Linus, please.
Of course.
Oh, Russo is still a
Everything
mum.
you've done
That's
for my
decent.
daughter. A ride is the least we can do.
Yo, I actually think Alex and Russo look very similar to me. I said it at the time, I'll say it now, like, it's pretty good casting.
Do you mind getting that plate? It's all nice to be able to cook for someone other than Alex.
If you don't mind my asking, where is her father?
He died when Alex was 2. You're the closest thing to a father she's ever had.
I mean, that's a good compliment, but it's heavy as well.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm sure it's the onions.
Check these two, mate. He's not going to steal her. He's going to just become part. I think they've got off me, but I don't know. Oh no, they still just stood there.
And who might you be?
Zoe. My name is Zoe.
Don't talk to him. Don't say anything.
Told her not to talk to me. That made her pointless. I'll get what I want, and I'll finally leave this island. And when I do, the first thing I'm going to do is kill your daughter.
He'll kill her whether I talk to you or not.
No, I won't.
I brought Desmond Hume back here because of his unique resistance to electromagnetism. He was a measure of last resort.
Why are they hiding it from us, man? Oh.
He doesn't get to save his daughter.
Hey, yo, that is pretty good, that actually.
Did you say there were some other people to kill?
He's going on a savage roll, man. Oh, interesting.
He's right there by the fire. He says hello. I heard him. You can see him? Yeah, I can see him.
I want to know that Sun and Jin and Saeed didn't die for nothing.
Come and sit down and I'll tell you what they died for. I'll tell you why I chose them.
Have different purposes, or was he just hoping one of them's the right one?
Everything you need to know about protecting this island, because by the time that fire burns out, one of you is going to have to start doing it.
What, right? Again, if you was picking, who would you choose? I would pick Hurley, and the reason is because, well, you know, well, Jack's a good candidate. Kate has got, obviously, the baby now. Claire's still technically alive, so to be honest, if you could get Claire off the island as well and go around with, obviously, reuniting with the kid, then that would be sound. You know, Sawyer's actually got a daughter as well, and he's actually done a lot, you know, for her growing up and trying to get a future sorted out, and I would like him to see her. That's what I actually would. I feel like, you know, do you remember when he was having the conversations and he was like, he don't feel like he'd be a good dad or something? I think he might have been at the creek with Kate at one point when he was moving young Ben. And I think, do you know what, you've grown up a lot though, Sawyer. I think like now in the present, the one that was with Juliet, you know what I mean? Like, you would be a good dad. You know, maybe at the start of the show in season 1, you wouldn't be. But I feel like you fit the mold now and you do really well. And then, obviously, you got Jack. In this universe, he's got a kid. Don't know who the kid's mum is, though. I really want to know. It's interesting me. But he's clear as a good candidate for the island. He actually is. But he helps a lot of people, you know, as a doctor. And as well as Hurley. I feel like Hurley's much better, saner here. More accepted, open, freer on the island. And I would pick him as well because he's not really a selfish person. I do feel like he tries to do what's best for everybody. And he tries to avoid all confrontation. You know, if you look at any time there's a bit of conflict, he's gone. You know what I mean? So I feel like he would be a decent selection as well.
Mr. Locke, yes. Yes, come on in.
Dr. Shepard, you and I were on the same plane from Sydney. And a few days later, I get hit by a car. And of all the doctors in Los Angeles, I ended up with you. The man who ran me down shows up at my school. He beat up a teacher in the parking lot. But do you know what he said to him? He said that he wasn't there to hurt me. He was there to help me let go.
I'm sorry, are you saying that I sent this man to run you down?
No. Maybe this is happening for a reason. I think I'm ready to get out of this chair.
You know what I mean? He's read it all. Desmond's still in there, though, with the rest.
You call him the monster, but I'm responsible for what happened to him.
He's been trying to kill me.
It was only a matter of time before he figured out how, and when he did, someone would have to replace me. I didn't pluck any of you out of a happy existence. You were all flawed. There's a light at the center of the island. You have to make sure it never goes out. That's how you protect it.
Your monster friend said there was nothing to protect it from.
You have to protect it from him.
How are you gonna pick?
I'm not going to pick, Hugo.
You are.
I want you to have the one thing that I was never given.
Choice.
A choice.
I'll do it. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Like, as the season's progressed, it does make sense for Jack. Do you know what I mean? I know that I was just saying there that if I was going around and selecting them, I would say Hurley was a good candidate. But if you just read the show, the way Jack's progressed throughout the season. You know what I mean? I've mentioned it a couple of times that he sounds like, look, it's destiny, it's fate, this is why I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I'm been brought for a reason. It's not to do this, it's not to do that. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I can't... If you go through Jack this season, the progression of it, he is the most logical in the character build from the writers. Do you know what I'm saying? I obviously went through my opinion on, like, you know, Kate with the kid and Sawyer with his and everything like that, and I was like, Hurley'd be a good one because his life's better here than obviously off the island when he was in the home. But as the writers have obviously produced the episodes and gone through the character and the build this season, I feel like Jack is the good choice and how they've made it fit in. But will it be him or will there be a twist at the end?
Remember that bamboo field you woke up in when you first got here? Beyond that field, across the ridge, is the heart of the island. Do you have a cup?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I do.
Does he tell Jack what to say to give to the next person?
How long am I gonna have to do this job?
As long as you can. Now you're like me.
That's what his mum said to him, innit? Do you remember?
Real nice having you off. We're shipping you off to county. So, best of luck and vaya con Dios.
You could still let me go.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because I told you I was innocent, and you believe me.
Doesn't matter.
Did he not look into a case for her if he believes that she's innocent?
I think it's time to leave.
What?
I said, I think it's time to leave.
So what, are you just gonna tell the driver to stop?
The driver already knows where to stop, because after I set you free, I'm going to ask each of you to do something. You have to promise me that you'll do it. So what do you say?
It's like making a deal with the devil.
Okay, sure.
All right, then.
Who's you?
That's me.
Where's
Anna
your friend with
Lucia.
my money?
Sorry I'm late, dude.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, hey, you didn't tell me Anna Lucia was going to be here.
Do I know you, Tubby?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Here's your money.
he remembers a lot.
Right?
Nice not knowing you.
You're with him, and you're with me. We are going to a concert.
If you can turn yourself into smoke whenever you want, why do you bother walking?
I like
That's
to feel
true.
my feet on the ground. It reminds me that I was human. I sent Saeed to kill Desmond. Obviously, he didn't.
Looks like someone helped him out.
No, Ben, someone helped me out. Because I'm gonna find Desmond. And when I do, he's gonna help me do the one thing that I could never do myself. I'm gonna destroy the island.
Right, has Desmond got some sort of, like, electronic thing inside of him where he can just, like, scream and then just explode? Do you know what I mean? Like a bomb himself. Is that what he is? You know what I mean? I don't really understand it, but pretty mad episode, to be honest. And if you think about it, I think I've said it before, but, like, Desmond, every episode that he's in, it's good in it. It actually really is good. I reckon that as a character, if you was... I'm not saying he's the best character. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that the episodes that solely kind of, like, he's heavily involved in are potentially the best ones, like, that are in the show. If you collectively bring them all together. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's probably the character that's been in episodes that have been the most entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, even here in this parallel one, you know what I mean? He's handed himself in. He's obviously in the cell with Saeed and Kate. Then, obviously, he's got a deal cut with Anna Lucia in Hurley. Now he's taking Kate to a concert. Saeed's going somewhere with Hurley as well. Do you know what I mean? It's good to see Anna Lucia back, even though she just made a little small cameo. That was interesting. 125k as well to get, you know, well, basically to not drop them off. I wonder what would actually happen as well. She go back to the station. She said, no, I didn't do the transport. I was attacked. Well, you know what I mean? Like, why is the van not smashed up? Why are you not hurt? Like, literally, do you know what I mean? Like, did he not have trackers? Can he not see the locations where he was the last time? It is interesting. Obviously, if you look at it as well, Kate was speaking to Sawyer and saying that she referenced that when she told him that she was innocent, he looked like he believed her. Which, again, I would say maybe he could look into a case a bit more. And I'd like to know as well, is she on trial or is she getting arrested for the same murder? Or is it a different one? Because throughout this whole season, she's protested that she's innocent. Now, obviously, in the story that we've seen from her, she actually did do it. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a little bit different. There's been certain things in this season as well. Do you know what I mean? That, like, characters are kind of similar, but they've got to the trajectory, like, their path a little bit differently. You know what I mean? I still need to know who Jack's kid's mum is. You know what I mean? Like, that one, again, interests me. I know it's not Kate. It can't be because she's obviously here locked up and stuff. And if you flick through the characters, you know, it can't be anybody who's been on the island. Surely not. Maybe it's the same woman that he got married to, Sarah. But we're kind of referencing her, but not actually seeing her. Now, again, the coffin's been found from his dad, which is interesting. I'm sure we're going to play it out in the final episode. Maybe we finish it off with doing a burial of him or something. Everybody in a church. I don't really know. You know what I mean? But here on the island with Mo's died, Zoe's died as well. And, you know, Desmond's still alive. And we just had that little bit of interesting information revealed to us there. That Desmond was with Mo's failsafe. And basically, now Locke wants to take that information, use it, and basically use Desmond to destroy the island. Now, I'm not too sure how that would technically work. Does he need to kill him and then he explodes? Does he need him to just get angry and just go mad himself? I actually don't know. You know what I mean? But we're on to the last episode now. Literally one more to go. And I believe it's like 90 minutes, 100 minutes long as well. So it's going to be the longest, hopefully the best. And I can't wait for it. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you've not yet voted for your most likely to dislike characters of Season 6, please do, because tomorrow they will be revealed, as well as your favourite seasons of the show. 3 votes are allowed, as well as your favourite character throughout the whole franchise of the show. 3 votes are allowed as well. Those will all be revealed in tomorrow's episode, because that is the finale. We've got a long one, really long one, but it's going to be exciting. And obviously today has led us here with a few questions, and it looks like Jack is going to be the new Jacob. Now, if you look at how the season's played out, it would make sense to pick Jack. You know, the way his character's been built, the way he doesn't really feel like he needs to leave the island as well. He's kind of been the one that's kind of been leading against, going against Locke, if that makes sense. But also, you know what I mean, he feels like his destiny maybe here as well. I've liked the parallel universe stuff that's been going on. If we tie it all together correctly, then I would say it's been a success. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to see everybody living in an alternate world, and it started to really enjoy it when everybody started to get memories back and stuff. And you see today, even Ben got a few little flashbacks after Desmond was beating him up, and now obviously we ended in a strange way of Desmond, you know, taking Kate to a concert and Saeed's fleeing with Hurley after breaking out of a van by paying out Anna Lucia. So I mean, I'm not too sure how we're going to tie it up, because I mean, Sawyer and Miles are still cops. Are we just going to kind of like end the thing? You know what I mean? Jack's still got to bury his father with Claire as well. She's not had a baby yet. Still needs the reveal of obviously Jack's kid's mum. That's not really that important. That's just something that I'd like to know. And like I said, you know what I mean? Like, with their stories going on, I mean, are we going to just stop with we had the Hurley and Libby, you know, they had a kiss and he got his memories, but are we going to get more of their side in the alternate reality, or is that just going to be it? Because last time we seen Sun as well, was she not in hospital after being shot? And then obviously Jin told her that she'd be all right after she woke up. There's still like this side to play out. Like I said, like when we was doing it at the start of the season, I was saying I wouldn't mind flicking through 2 realities, you know, one in the present, one what it could have been, flicking through all of it, telling 2 stories. I really do enjoy that. But like, we've got to tie it up, you know what I mean? We can't just like float around and give us information and then conclude it without everybody's stories pulling all together into one. So, you know, we'll wait to review it in the final episode, as well as obviously see if Jack actually does take up Jacob's role and see if he's there to, you know, save the island for basically eternity, unless somebody comes and challenges him. Maybe the island just fully does explode and Locke accidentally kills himself and everybody else on it, and we kind of result back into the original plane crash. That may be a shout. I'm not too sure. I mean, I know that they said that the light, he's got to protect it from basically the man in black, but what do you protect it from? I don't really understand that bit. Like, he's already been in there, he's already been consumed. Like, if Locke really wanted to, could he not have found that ages ago whilst Jacob was dead? You know what I mean? Like, is he just protecting it from other people going in and turning into the same kind of monster as Locke would be? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not confused, but I don't really know what you're protecting it from. You can't say you're protecting it from the man in black, because he's already turned into it. And he's had many a times and, you know, situations where he could have gone and done it himself. Now, what's happened to Richard? He's come in, he looks like he's killed him or threw him away. I don't even know. I mean, Locke was talking to Widmore, and I love the fact that Ben just come in and shot him. He was like, look, mate, you know, I didn't have a chance to save my daughter's life. He's not having a chance to save his. Because basically Locke was saying, look, if you tell me everything that I need to know, I'll make sure that Penny's okay. If you don't, she's going to die. Literally, that's a deal that you got to cut. Now, he started speaking and Ben just come in and popped him. It's interesting that Zoe got killed as well. You know, he started talking, Widmore turned around and said, don't tell him any information. Bang, next lit. You know what I mean? If you're not going to tell me, then you're useless. You know what I mean? You're nothing to me. Just get out of the way. So again, very interesting stuff. like I said, Claire on the island, I know we've seen her today sat there having breakfast with Jack and the kid, but on the island, she's still there. What's going to happen to her? Is she going to get off? You know what I mean? Like, is she team Locke or is she team get me back to my son? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still got to go on. So, I'm excited. You know what I mean? We've got, like I said, over 100-minute plus next episode. We've got all the votes to go through. We've got the next show to select. We've got everything popping off. And, you know, I can't wait to see everybody's opinions. And usually, finales are great. If we watch, you know, if we go through what we've seen on the channel before, we've seen the 30 Reasons Why, we've seen the 100, we've seen the Vampire Diaries, the originals, all of them, even the Teen Wolf movie, I reckon they've all had some big, good, solid finales. And we've not really been disappointed yet with a show that's actually been obviously posted and recommended. So that excites me. Usually the finales get part 1, part 2. Sometimes we've had part 3s, haven't we, in this show? But now it looks like it's going to be just a long, big standalone one, which I'm not bothered about. If you're going to go big, you might as well go big, you know what I mean? And just end it with a bang. So let's see how it goes. Can't wait for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy today's, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.